Is that what you think being a mother is bending over backwards and putting yourself out for your child?
I mean, not in general, if he was healthy and okay.
I too have a disabled child, and I do everything that I can to help her. But I'll tell you what I don't do. I don't sacrifice myself in the process. Now, you're facing the idea that you're failing as a mother because you're having to do something hard.
No, no. If you fail as a parent, you wouldn't try to help your child.
And are you trying to help your child?
Yes.
You, by your own definition, don't even meet the criteria to be a failure as a parent. Your health matters too. In fact, if you don't start taking care of yourself, then you're not going to be there for your son at all.
Hey, I'm Mike Oglesby, and welcome to my podcast, What's the Gift? As a successful coach, I've helped thousands of people turn their obstacles into opportunities. As someone who's seen the bottom and felt despair, I know that my life transformed when I stopped playing the victim and looked for how to turn those challenges into game-changing life situations. Each week on my show, I'll help you identify the gift within the things that have kept you down and interview some of the most successful business folks in the world on how they did the same. Welcome to What's the Gift?
What problem, what struggle or challenge are you facing that I can help you today with?
Thank you. What's with Matt, that after I talked to you, I realized I had to get real and let him feel the pain. And I went to the bank and his debit card was linked to my account. And that's what he's doing the payday loans with. So it was also with me. And the bank lady said, the best thing to do is just shut the whole debit card down. And I did. And I shut the rep payee down because he doesn't get Social Security anymore.
Okay.
And then I notified him, and he's being very nasty. And feel I feel terrible doing this, but I know from what you said earlier, he has to learn the hard way. And his response was, "Good job. Do you feel better? You could have just taken yourself off the account and not shut down my whole bank account." And then I said I had to because it was under my name. It was with me. And then he said, "Doesn't feel like you're trying to help me. It feels like you're trying to hurt me, and you're doing a great job at it."
So that's a tough situation. But let me ask you, what's the problem that you're facing?
I feel mm, like I failed to help him.
Okay. So you're
And
feeling like a failure?
yeah,
Okay. So it sounds like you're
I
feeling
haven't been
guilty.
able to help him. I feel very guilty because I
Okay.
just shut down. He doesn't have a cent to his name now,
Okay.
and that's
So,
really hard.
yeah. So you're feeling those emotional struggles of this transformation that you're making within yourself and this um, changing some things. So let me ask you something. This failure, this guilt, is this a common experience for you? Is this something that you felt a lot in this situation with your son?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Most of his life?
I feel, I feel, I guess I feel, I don't know, guilty or just so sad. He has this bipolar, major depression, ADHD, all the stuff he's always had and really struggled with, and his psychosis and just the whole mess of everything. And I've been there trying to help him every step of the way.
In
And
what
to
ways,
say,
when you say you try to help him, what ways? What does that mean that you've
um,
tried to help him?
um, like when he was in psych wards, I was there, for every psych visit. I
So
try to
showing
help
up in
him get,
person,
Yeah,
visitations,
and
things
on
like
the
that?
and on the phone, and always being at his disposal to talk to, and bending over backwards,
Hmm.
and then
Sacrificing
humble salt.
yourself.
Yeah, I have
Sacrificing
it.
yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's really interesting. When you call, when you say, I feel like a failure, and you hold this guilt, and you've sacrificed so much of yourself for your son, it's really interesting. Has that actually helped him? Because that is your goal, right? To help him. Has it helped him?
I think sometimes it has. I think it's sometimes it's actually kept him from killing himself because he had the support in me being there for him because he
Yeah.
would have, he tried to commit suicide once and had suicidal ideation, and I've just been his backbone to everything, or so I thought.
Hmm. What do you mean,
And
so you
just
thought?
doing all the, well, because Social Security determined he couldn't understand money or deal with money at all, and that's why they made me repayee. And he has zero comprehension of money and making money and spending money. It's like it's he just doesn't understand it all.
Yeah.
So
And
but it I've helped him to pay all his bills and run his life and not, keep everything current, and giving him money and say, can I have this money? Can I have that? And I would dole it out each day. So it was a constant struggle. And then he would keep spending it on DoorDash, which is a waste of money.
hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Marielle, is that when you say you've helped him, that doesn't sound like it's actually helped him. That doesn't sound like a form of help. That sounds like you've done it for him. Okay. So
Yeah.
there's a difference there. I do believe there's a difference in helping him do something and doing it for him. So it sounds like you've done it for him, but it sounds like doing it for him, you've allowed yourself to do so much for him that you weren't doing for yourself. And it seems like you believe that's your job as a mother? Is that what you think being a mother is bending over backwards and putting yourself out for your child?
Because of his, I mean, not in general, if he was healthy and okay, but because of his psych conditions, his psychosis, and all his mental issues, I felt like it was my job to help him because he was so mentally unstable.
I think I think helping your child is honorable. I too have a disabled child, and I do everything that I can to help her. But I'll tell you what I don't do. I don't sacrifice myself in the process, because what happens when we sacrifice ourselves in the process, which is what it seems like you've done, and so he's not the only one now that's struggling with mental health issues,
Uh, yeah.
right? Because you love your son, and so you want to make sure that you do things that are helpful to his life, not necessarily that he likes or wants or feels good about at the time, but things that are actually in the bigger picture going to help him. And that, I think, is your ultimate goal. And it's easy for a parent to cross the line between helping their child and enabling their child. And it's a very fine line that many parents skew. And it seems to me that maybe you've skewed that line, because what it's done, and here's how we know when that line has been skewed, is that the help that we give starts to become the help that we need. And so now you need the very thing that you've been giving him. Now you need the support. Now you need somebody to have your back. Now you need somebody to be there for you, because in the process of trying to be there for him, you abandoned yourself. And guess who's not there for you? Him
Me.
or
Oh,
you.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh, yeah.
abandoned yourself in the
No.
process, and now you're the one who needs that help. And there's a great lesson here, Marielle, a great, great lesson for you. And I want to share a principle with you that I think is very powerful. It's what I call an immutable. So it's not situational, circumstantial, or conditional. It's not about emotions or beliefs, but it is impacted, or it impacts all those aspects. And that is the principle that life is here to help you. Now, we just haven't learned how to use the situations in life, like the pains and the struggles and the challenges, to help ourselves. But within every moment, every challenge situation, every difficulty we go through, there exists what I call a gift, which is an opportunity to become better in some shape or form. Let's talk about the opportunities that we can find in this situation that you're going through. Now, you're facing the idea that you're failing as a mother because you're having to do something hard, right? Something that you don't necessarily feel good about doing it. And you don't feel good about doing, but why are you doing it? Just real clearly, why are you doing it? Is it because it's right for him?
It's right for him.
And is
And
it because it's
and you
right for
really
you?
opened my eyes earlier talking to you, and he
Yeah,
has to learn through the pain. He's not learning
yeah,
because I keep stepping in and helping him.
yeah. And I want to reflect that back to you as well. Mario, you also have to learn through the pain. And I think you're
Oh,
doing a very good job of it, because look at the pain you're in. You've been crying for a while because you feel like a failure as a parent, because you're having to do something that you don't feel good about, but you know it's what's best for you. And isn't that the lesson you're trying to teach him? That you may not feel good in the process, but you do it anyways because it's for your best?
yeah,
And I think that's a great lesson that both of you now get to learn. What an opportunity for you to grow and actually become that person that helps your son, not by doing it for him, but by showing him how it's done. What a perfect opportunity. Would you agree with that?
yes.
Wow,
But
what a
like
gift.
it it is, but my fear is when he gets like this, he could try to kill himself.
I do understand that. I do
Because
understand
he
that.
when he gets so desperate, down and out,
But is that what's
he
happening right now? Is that the
um,
case?
I would guess
You
yes.
would guess. But do you know? Or are you simply
But
making up an idea in your mind based on past experiences?
I'm making up based on past
Okay.
experiences
So we
what he
can
did.
we can live based on things that have happened in the past, or we can live in the reality of the present, which is the only thing that's true and exists, right? And in the past, when you were facing those situations with him, did you step into them? Did you help resolve those? So then that means that you have the ability to step into it if that comes your way again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So I want you to have
I
a little
would
bit of
call
faith in
911.
yourself. Yeah,
I
there
had to
there
call
there are
911 a couple of
options.
times.
Now, if you move on that fear, then you're more likely to create those scenarios for yourself, right? But you have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity to address those things within you that have propelled you all the way to this place, right? Because you've held on to actions and doing things that ultimately, in the bigger picture, did not serve him in the ways that you really, really wanted to. And so now you're seeing that wasn't actually the best strategy. And so you're having to shift your own strategy, right? You're doing some things
Yeah.
differently. And the things
Yes.
that have kept you away from doing that in the past are the very things that you're facing and choosing to go through now. Feeling like a failure as a parent, feeling that guilt, right? Does this make you a failure as a parent, making these changes to help your son? Does that make you a failure?
No, but I feel very bad.
Okay, not asking about the feelings right now, okay? The feelings come from thinking, but does it actually make you a failure? What qualifies a person to be a failure as a parent?
Well, the all the testing determines he doesn't know how to handle money, and I just shut down, and he doesn't have a dime to his name now.
What determines failure as a parent? What makes a parent a failure? What criteria do they have to meet to be a failure as a parent?
Not taking care of their kid, not
Okay, now,
helping, especially a
now,
minor, but now he's
okay.
an adult.
And how old is he?
He's an adult now, yeah.
Yeah, how old is he?
29.
29 years old. He's almost 30, right? So, are you doing this to punish him, or are you doing it to help him and teach him?
To help him.
Okay. Now, a parent that fails, do they still try to help their child?
Yes.
Do they?
No. If you fail as a parent, you wouldn't try to help your child.
And are you trying to help your child?
Yes.
And
Become a
how do you
man,
consider
grow up.
yourself a failure? You, by your own definition, don't even meet the criteria to be a failure as a parent. Isn't that interesting?
I guess I felt because I've tried to teach him and help him like become a man and grown up and do grown up things,
Yeah.
and
And the ways that you've tried to teach him didn't work, right?
it did
So now
not.
you're trying a new strategy. That's all you're doing. You're trying a new strategy, right?
Yeah.
How does that qualify as being a failure? That to me says you're a really good mother and you care. You care so much that you're willing to go through the pain of what you're going through so that your son can have a better life. I think you need to be commended, and I think you need to have compassion for yourself because what you're doing is you're trying to help your son. And what you've done hasn't worked. And you've said, you know what? I really want to help my son. I love him so much that I'm going to try whatever I have to try to help him. And if that means doing it this way, then I'm going to try it. Maybe it'll work. You're willing to take the risk. That's what makes you a good parent.
There's one other part to this. My mother, well, she was a counselor, but whole other story, but she was saying, she has been saying to me, you can't just cut him off. You can't do this. He's mentally unstable. He can't do life. He needs your help. He's not well, and you can't just say go hit bottom and suck it up. And she's been giving me that advice.
Do you agree with her advice?
I was and I wasn't.
Do you agree with her advice?
I was, yeah, I was. That he just was not mentally capable of functioning in life
Okay.
because of all his mental health.
Okay. So what changed? You tried it her way, it didn't work. So you're
Right.
trying
What
it a different
changed
way?
is when the Social Security stopped and, dealing with Matt and him saying, fine, I don't want the label anyway. I want to work full time. Um,
So in essence, he's asked for this, hasn't he?
he did, but then he doesn't want it.
All right. He asked for it because he wants it, but he's not used to it. So he's got to go through a transition period. And you know that your son's going to be safe. We've talked about this. Your son's never going to be homeless. He's never going to starve to death. His needs are being met, but he's
Well,
going to go through some pain.
Brian said he could only stay in the condo till June 26th.
Well, I think when that time we have to deal with what's going on right now. We have to What you've tried hasn't worked, so you're willing to try something different. That's honorable. Now, all you really have to go on right now are stories that you make up in your mind, right? So why not see
From
what's going to
past
happen?
experience.
Well, you've
From
never
past
done this
experience.
before, have you?
No, I'm just thinking the suicide part.
Okay, but that's not happening right now. So if you continue to step in and do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always gotten, right? So
Right.
what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to step into a new opportunity and monitor that opportunity to see how it's playing out. And if you need to step back in, like if you absolutely need to, well, then you have the ability to step back in if that's what you need to do. But you're allowing yourself a new strategy to see what can unfold. You're trying to help your son. Now, other people are going to tell you all kinds of things. And you tried your mom's way. And look at what it's done to you.
Yes.
Your health matters too. In fact, if you don't start taking care of yourself, then you're not going to be there for your son at all. So if you want to continue to be of support to your son, you got to make sure that you take care of your own mental health. You can't go down for someone else like that.
I have been. I really have
I know
been.
you have been, but look at your life now. Are you satisfied with that? Is that your legacy? That's what you want to leave? Then don't be satisfied with it anymore. You have a life, you deserve a life, and just because you had a child doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice yourself as a human being. That's not what it means. It's never meant that. That's not what being a mother is. Being a mother is being a teacher. What your child does with those lessons is his choice. And he's making his choices. He's told you he doesn't want you involved in his money, which also means that he's not involved in your money, doesn't it? So you're facing some difficult feelings. Are you a failure as a parent?
No.
No, of course you're not. Let that go. You don't have to carry that. Guilt. Let's talk about guilt. We'll wrap this up. Guilt implies that you've done something wrong. Have you done something wrong?
I tried too hard to help him.
Are you doing something wrong right now by trying to correct that and try a new strategy?
No.
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 So you tell me, are you a failure as a parent?
No, I'm not.
Then that means you're a success as a parent, aren't you? You're a good mother, aren't you?
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
want to hear it.
I'm a good mother.
Come on, give me
I
some more,
go,
Marielle.
I'm a
I
good
want you to make
mother.
a declaration to life, to this universe, that you are a good mother. I want to hear it and I want to feel it. Make me feel it. Hit my heart.
I am a good mother. It was really,
No, no,
uh,
no, no. No. I clear all of that garbage out afterwards, and I want you to make that statement. I want you to make a declaration to yourself and this world. No ifs, no ands, no buts, nothing. Make the declaration, and I want you to own it. Let me hear it. Own it too. I want to feel it from your soul.
I am a good mother.
I'm a great mother.
I'm a great mother.
Yes, you are. And I want you to own it. And that has nothing to do with somebody else's opinion. You're working hard. You're giving all you have. Now I want you to give yourself that same level of care, that same level of love that you've given your son. I want you to give it to yourself so that you can be the example that your son needs you to be. Don't worry about all the noise out there, Marielle. You're doing a fabulous job. You're in a very difficult position. People don't understand. Let them not
Mhm.
understand. But you do what your heart tells you to do, and you do the best you can. But you take care of yourself in the process so that you can be the woman, first and foremost, that you want to be, and so you can be the mother that you want to be.
We're just doing it all different right now. New
That's right.
strategy.
Different is good because different is what you're after.
Right, because what I've done has not worked at all.
So it's
Got me to
madness
this
to
place.
continue doing it, isn't it? Isn't it so
It is.
silly?
Yeah, that saying, if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna whatever,
Insanity?
however that goes.
That's insanity. Yes.
Hmm.
One more time before we go. I want you to make your declaration, and I want to hear it. I want to feel it. I want you to hit my heart. I want it to come from yours.
I am a good mother.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Recognize the gifts you have in this situation right now, the opportunities to become a better mother by being the example that you want to set for your son. Every moment, every struggle you have is an opportunity for you to become a better mother, for you to become a better person, a better wife, a better everything. And when you become better, what impact will you have for your son?
Positive.
Is that the impact you want to have for your son?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
are you doing it right now?
Yeah. By this whole change of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing a great job. Honor yourself, hold yourself accountable, move through your pain, find the gifts in every situation, all the struggles, all the difficulties, find the gifts, the opportunities to grow, to become better, to work these parts of yourself that have held you back, to work them out so that you can be the example that you want to be for your son.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're going to move a little different in the world.
we are.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I'm not respond. He's kind of being mean, so I'm not responding back. He's,
You go and
you
you
know,
respect yourself.
yeah, he's like, you're really not helping me. You're not helping me, but I
Well,
know different.
you know different. And so you move on what you know, not necessarily on what you feel. This is your opportunity, Marielle. Don't miss it.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're
You
welcome.
you sent me that text at the most perfect time. Thank you.
I'm so glad I could be of assistance. All
I
right,
really
Marielle?
appreciate that.
You're very welcome. You go be strong and be the woman that you want to be in this world. Got it?
Okay,
Okay.
got
Have a
it.
wonderful afternoon.
You too, Mike. Thank you.
Thanks. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.